Welcome to TV Together. I'm Megan, and this is Jake.
Here we are, episode 8. Two
Alrighty.
2 months worth of
Already.
weeks. Yep, we're here.
And what are you? Oh, that hot chocolate's good.
What?
Um,
Yeah, it's good. Yes, thank you.
we have our warm beverages, and we're ready to talk about books.
What's this one?
That is that blueberry pomegranate body armor, which is arguably the best body armor ever. What are you reading, Jacob?
Still the Goldfinch.
Yes,
So-
tell people what they've missed because it's getting crazy.
I don't know. I got the audiobook from the library because I had to drive a bunch one day. So got that so I could listen to it. And when I'm at home, I'm also reading it physically as I can. I mean, yeah, finally some wild shit happened. It took a minute to really get going, but I mean, as I said, the first half was a lot of things happened, but it also felt like nothing was happening at the same time. Whereas it was just, so much of Theo's life. It was very just him talking, telling his story. But now it's getting into the thriller portion of it, I'd say, because that's one of the tags is like a mystery thriller. Mm-hmm. So people are dying. More people are dying. Running away, and no. I don't even know if they will. I mean, there's a good chance of it because at one point when they were talking about the police reports and the investigation at the museum, they were basically saying that everybody died on impact because they just wanted to say, "Oh yeah, the building exploded, so people just died." Well, Theo knows otherwise for one of the old men that he was talking to, and he literally laid there as the man died. And he talked to him for 10, 15 minutes, and dude told him to steal the painting, basically, and gave him a ring that he wanted him to take back to his business partner. And when he goes and talks to the business partner and tells him everything that happened, that's when you find out the business partner was told that his friend died on impact. Yeah. That he died quick and painless and that nothing else happened.
Not true.
Because then that's when Theo's kind of like, oh, well, that's what they told me about my mom.
What if the police that did it? What if they stole photos? Wouldn't that be a crazy twist at the end?
I mean, there's a good chance because I don't remember the exact number. I think there was around like 30 paintings that had been damaged or lost. They just recovered after 2 years. They just recovered 3 paintings because some dumbass tried to go and sell like it wasn't the Rembrandt, because they had a Rembrandt that was worth like $40 million that they obviously couldn't sell. So they tried to sell one of the lesser ones, but it was still worth millions because it's famously from this museum. So they got caught. 3 of them went down, like minimum 20 years in prison. And the way that people are talking about the Goldfinch is that it's a priceless painting. They're putting numbers on everything else. They just continue to talk about the Goldfinch as being priceless. It's a painting from the 1600s, and Theo's just carrying it around in rolled up newspaper, like covered in tape and shit. And he just keeps on carrying. He's everywhere he's gone, from New York to Vegas, back to New York. He hides it everywhere he can, and he's currently just got it laying under his bed in this dude's house. The old man took him in.
I wonder how many art critics, maybe not critics, that's not the word, art preservationists whose job it is to make sure that these paintings last forever. Like that lady in National Treasure whose job it was to make sure that the Declaration of Independence was in tip top condition. I wonder how many people read this book and were like cringing every time he like covers it in newspaper
Bro,
and
yeah.
carries it away.
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm sure if you're big into the art world, like that's a very famous painting, you're probably like, oh, I'll read this book just to see what it's about. I wonder if any of them like DNF'd it. Like, I got it. This is unrealistic. This painting would have been destroyed.
Chance of it. You never know.
Yeah.
I'm not on that side of
No, I
TikTok.
know.
Maybe there were people talking about it when the book came out.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know how many people do that job in the world. It can't be like
It
a
can't be super, super,
high
yeah.
end. Yeah.
But I'm sure the ones that do it are pretty good at it. They probably pull in some high dollar.
Well, yeah, because you have to work at like places like the Louvre or the Met, I would assume. Also, I never understand in like movie plots who is out here buying stolen art. Like, is it just criminals that are buying stolen paintings with
I
like
don't think it's.
fraudulent money? Because like, how are you?
I don't think it's happening as often as
As they
movies and books make it seem. I mean, you wouldn't know because the only people who you would hear about it is if they get caught. And the whole reason that people get caught is because they try and sell it or move it to the wrong people.
Yeah.
So there's, I don't know,
I know there's so much
or they're
hidden in
rookies.
this world I don't know about. Like when I
There's-
watched that Blind Spot show,
Yeah,
some of these storylines were wild, and I'm just like, is this real? Like, could this really happen? I felt like that in the last couple of years of Scandal too, because there's like a whole underground
yeah,
like movement of people that control the government and control the people in power, and like
yeah.
they're really in charge, and they're like hiding people in holes and like underground in government buildings.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There was an art thief on Psych in
Oh,
later seasons, and there was like a big twist as to what he was. But yeah, he was that. He would always he became Sean. The main character was like in love with him. They became friends. So it was like one of those things. Every time that they realized he was stealing shit, he would just like show up and be like, "Hey guys."
you miss
Yeah.
like Doug Judy.
Basically, yeah. It was that he was their Doug Judy pretty much. For
He
yeah,
walked so Doug Judy could run.
yeah. Yeah, I get Brooklyn Nine-Nine probably was more is mainstream popular than.
Well, I just meant it came after.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like it'd be more popular in that aspect because Psych was just on USA, but it definitely has more of a cult following. I'd say than Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
They're making another movie, aren't they? Or they were going to?
Psych, I think they already did 4 movies.
Oh, I thought they were doing another one.
Yeah, I don't.
They're definitely doing a podcast if they're not.
They're already doing a podcast. It's Jules and Lassie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen half a season of that because you gave up on it too.
I didn't give up on it. I just got distracted. We can try again. Put it on Plex. We'll try.
It's already on Plex.
We'll give it a go.
It's one of the best comedies ever made.
I liked all the shows that we watched. I liked all the episodes. Yeah. I don't think I get all of the references because I don't think I'm the target demographic, but I did enjoy what I watched.
You're not the target demographic for funny shit?
No.
Is that what we're saying here?
No, just like some of the names and stuff I don't always catch.
He just makes them up.
Oh.
They don't always have a reference.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's the Supernatural that I'm thinking of because those are always band names, and
Supernatural's always rock star names.
And I miss a lot.
Unless it's Castiel, then it's pop stars like Britney Spears and Beyonce.
Well, I got those ones. I just don't know a lot of rock stars. It's not really my forte.
It's just like you didn't know a Winchester was a gun.
No, I didn't. That was a revelation I had after we finished the show.
No, you had that revelation last week.
That's what I mean.
I mean, yes, after you finished the show ended 5 years ago when you watched it. So I guess technically in a legal sense, everything afterwards is after you finished the show.
Yeah, no, I did have that revelation. Well, I just thought it was one of those things they made up for the show that like Winchester was a gun company. I didn't realize that it was a real gun company.
They didn't they didn't make up any of that stuff. All of that is legitimate lore and stories.
Yeah. I guess I just, if I wasn't sure, I just assumed it was part of the making up part of the story. I never fact checked it, I
There's,
guess.
like I said, there's technically not a making up part of the story
Yeah, that's true.
because the majority of the stuff is rooted in legitimate lore
Yeah.
and real research
Which
from
is why
different
I think it's
nations.
so
And
scary for me. Because, like, my brain is like, well, people think this happened
yeah,
for lots of years.
could still be happening.
So, who am I to tell them they're wrong?
You've never been in the deep woods of the Appalachians.
And I don't plan to be.
So what are you reading this week
So,
currently?
I'm like 4 chapters away from finishing Good Spirits.
I figured you'd had that done already, honestly.
I would have. I knew he was gonna leave, and I wasn't ready for the third act breakup. It's my least favorite thing that happens in romance books.
Are they gonna have a third act getting back together and
Well,
fucking?
they
Or
all do,
well, I'm
but
just
like
making sure. I didn't know if it was truly a romance or a. What did you say? Is it a contemporary? Is that the
fiction, yeah.
contemporary fiction? Is the one that does that? That they don't have to end up together?
No, yeah, romance is the only one where they have to end up. They have to have a happily ever after. I don't know if they have to, but it's like,
Well, according to you and Brooke, that's what you.
yeah, they like have to. Well, I didn't think they did. Brooke's the one that told me that. She's like, they have to. That's what makes it a romance. And I was like, I have been stressed all of these years thinking they're not going to end up together. What do you mean?
She should have just let you live in the darkness on that one. That would have been a much better.
Just giving myself like anxiety attacks every time I read.
Yeah, I mean, it's better when you don't assume or that you don't know that what's going to happen at the end.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's going to be different portions of the story, but if you know they're ending up back together, then it's not always as.
But that's why I read it. Like I read the romance because I want them to be together. Like that's how I want the story to end. It's supposed to be like an escape to make sure that I end up happy because everybody else is happy. That's why I read like the thrillers and I always try to work a romance in between my thrillers and my my horror.
I feel like you'll work a thriller in between your romances.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't try and say it the other way around.
It's like a palate cleanser. That's why I like romantasy too because I don't know. Because like in fantasy novels, they don't have to because it's classified as fantasy. They don't have to end up together.
Most fantasies, there's no fucking or anything.
Not a lot of romance, but
No, you might get to see some woman's safe hand, and then that's scandalous as hell.
I think that's only if you read Brandon Sanders.
Maybe.
But he just left. He had to. I don't really know. Like I'm a little confused because the way that this book was pitched to me is not how it's happening, which I feel like this happened last time I read a book for this book club. That it's just mostly me and Brooke. I felt like Soul Searching was like that. Like I was pitched on meddling ghosts and all of this stuff, and I wouldn't really say that. I mean, they did, but not in like.
Yeah.
I had higher expectations, or I had different expectations. But like this one, it was supposed to be like their stories intertwine, and they come and like they're trying to figure out together how their stories overlap. But I would say more that like I would believe maybe they're fated. Well, I don't want to say fated mates. It's not like a fantasy novel, but they're like soulmates, and they're trying to figure that out because I would like he died 100 years ago. It's not like there's a lot of overlap, and I thought maybe like her great grandparent would like have helped his dad or like knew his mom. No, none of that's happening. It's just that they're pulling both of their like they're going to his past memory alters and I don't know. But he just went away, so I'm interested to see how he comes back. But she was not visited by the ghost of Christmas, present or future, which I find very interesting.
Move that camera. Yeah. Yours. You look so far away because you lean.
Oh, sorry. You want me to lean closer?
No, we'll figure it out next week. I might move it up and sit it here and point it at your face, put it right underneath mine.
Yeah.
Ignore that.
Yeah. You just cut it.
We'll see.
Anyway, and then I'm also reading A Heart for Christmas, which the further I get into this book, the more I feel like
That's the name of your advent calendar.
yeah, my advent
Okay.
calendar book.
You haven't known the name for the
No,
last
I looked it up because
month.
somebody asked me the other day, so I went and looked. But the more I get through this book, the more I have a sinking feeling that, like, A Heart for Christmas means that she is going to lose the one she currently has and needs another one.
Oh, so
Because she just got a heart transplant, like, at the beginning of this. Well, a couple, I think it's been like 2 years. They like talk about it at the beginning of the book. She got a heart transplant 2 years ago. And so, like, she's just scared to do anything or like really push herself because, like, best case scenario, she takes impeccable care of herself, does everything the doctor says. She still has to get a new heart in like 10 years because it's just like that's what happens with transplants. And she is in love with her best friend's brother. Yeah. Also didn't realize all of these people were French until like chapter 7. I'm sure they told me in chapter 1 and I just missed it. Um, but they're very French. And it's Augustus and what is her name? I can't remember what her name
that's
is right
fine.
now. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
But he is like an extreme sports guy. Like he likes to do like so her dad is very similar in the sense that they're like extreme into skiing. Like they like to go like deep, whatever it's called when you like cross country
Hmm.
ski. Yeah,
When you
that's
go
just
across the country.
yeah. They like to do that, but like in dangerous terrains, and she is not able to. Like her heart could literally give out any minute for no reason. Like she takes anti rejection pills every day.
Risk it.
So she is like, and he's very conscious that she's sick, but I'm just like, I just feel like you guys are going to do something. And he's going to put her in a situation where she's not safe. And that's going to be like her best friend's reason for her to not date her brother. Like, he doesn't care about you.
Yeah.
He didn't put your safety first, like that kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm a couple days behind, but I wanted to make sure that I had enough to read on Christmas Day because I don't. It's supposed to end on Christmas Eve, and that just makes me sad. So I want to have something to read on Christmas Day. At this rate, though, I'm going to have something to read a couple days after Christmas too. But it's good ish. I don't know that it's a book I would have picked for myself because I don't like love 19-year-old main characters that aren't fighting wars.
Or dating 5,000-year-old fairies.
Amen. Yeah. Um, yeah. But it is, I would say, a very realistic 19-year-old problem. Like at 19, you're like, oh my God, the worst thing I could do is date my best friend's brother. And it's like, it's really not. It's not even close to the worst thing you could do. I think you're doing fine. Just tell her, see what happens. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm reading.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, what did you want to talk about this week? What book have we read together that you wanted to talk about?
The Midnight Library, because we had very different interpretations of this book. I feel like
Sure.
I read this
Do you remember
for
who it's by?
Matt,
Mm-hmm.
whose last name
Has escaped us.
has escaped.
Just you.
What is it?
Tag.
Okay.
If that's how it's pronounced, it's Haig, I do believe.
Yeah. I read this because I was trying to find a book this summer for our summer reading program. Shout out to libraries. Everybody should do their summer reading program.
Was this supposed to be your book that took place in a library?
Yes, it was. That was the one on
Uh,
it was a Monopoly board theme because
yeah,
for those of you who are not in Richland County summer reading program.
yeah. Dalton had actually told me to read this. Well, he said that he was reading it, but like with you talking about soul searching and good souls or whatever the fuck that's called.
Soul searching, good spirits.
Good searching souls. Those two, how they were kind of pitched to you. I feel like he pitched it differently than what actually was going on. But I think it was more just that he gave me a broad spectrum of it because he did basically say it was like, well, yeah, there's just this person who's dead who's doing they're in the afterlife trying to figure out what's going on. That was pretty much the way that he explained it to me. And I
Yeah,
was
and I
like,
just went into it as this book takes place in a library.
yeah, but like also it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't really that. It wasn't what I was expecting
I should read the back of the book
in the
for
way that it
everybody.
was. Well, we could have brought the book down.
Do we own this one?
Yeah,
I didn't think that we did.
I think we do. We did. Maybe we don't.
We probably do. I mean, it sounds like a book we would buy. All right. I guess I'll read the synopsis this week since I picked the book.
If you want to.
Oh, put me on the spot here. No, I'm just kidding. Between life and death, there is a library. Nora set Seeds. Oh, that's her last name. I didn't realize her last name was Seed the entire book. Sorry. When Nora Seed finds herself in the Midnight Library, she has a chance to make things right. Up until now, her life has been full of misery and regret. She feels she has let everyone down, including herself. But things are about to change. The books in the Midnight Library enable Nora to live lives as if she had done things differently. With the help of an old friend, she can now undo every one of her regrets as she tries to work out her perfect life. But things aren't always what she imagined they'd be, and soon her choices place the library and herself in extreme danger. Before time runs out, she must answer the ultimate question: what is the best way to live?
For her.
For her, yeah.
Yeah.
First time I've read the back of that book either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both
So,
listened to it.
yeah.
So, yeah, maybe we don't own that one.
I don't know. We'll have to look when we get upstairs. But that's the synopsis. So basically, Homegirl has a bad day. Like a no good, very bad day. That's how the book starts off.
Yeah, I think is it chapter 1? She just decides that she wants to kill herself.
Yeah, chapter 1, she gets fired from her job. Her brother won't answer her phone call. And something, oh, and her cat dies. Like it's a
Yeah,
kid thing.
and her boyfriend's a fucking
She doesn't have
unattentive douchebag.
No, she doesn't have a boyfriend, I don't think. She doesn't have a boyfriend in the first one, in the first chapter.
But
Oh no, Dan. Dan was her ex-boyfriend. He's trying to get back together with her all the time, and she's just like, Dan, we
sorry,
don't like each other. And he's like, I love you so much.
still a douchebag.
He is a douchebag. He blames her for him not achieving his dreams.
Yeah,
It's all her
and
fault.
not being a rock star. Did you read the book at all? Like, what
Yeah, I did.
you're questioning everything I'm saying?
I'm not quite. Oh, she runs into her brother's best friend that was in the band. That was the other thing, and he hates her for not making the band a thing.
Okay, they all hate her for it.
Yeah, so she just like is like, I'm gonna kill myself. I don't remember what pills she takes. I feel like it's her cat pills. I feel like it's her cat medicine. She's like, I'm just gonna take all of these. I'm gonna kill myself. She's like a very intense decision to make.
Yeah, and then she wakes up in the Midnight Library,
Mm-hmm.
which was it modeled after her hometown library,
I think so.
along
She spent
with
a lot of like her middle school library.
yeah, with the teacher of the school or the
Mm-hmm.
librarian from the school because that woman seemed to be there for most of her pivotal moments as
Yeah.
a child growing up and that sort of thing.
Sorry, I'm kicking your foot. If I remember correctly, that's the librarian who told her dad died. Like she was in the library after school, and they like told the librarian, and they're like, "You got to tell this kid her dad died. Happy Tuesday." So, yeah, but it's not really her. It's just like her spirit guide.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
attempting to make the transition easier.
Yeah, I feel like that happens in a lot of like.
Yeah, that's what it's
Yeah.
the way that it always is. It's they always appear as somebody who meant more to you. That's just
Mm-hmm.
normal.
It is funny though in the book that she's like, I didn't realize this librarian had such an impact on my life.
Yeah. Or the teachers. I think she said the same thing about her as well,
Yeah.
to a certain extent. But
And she doesn't believe her either. Like the librarian is like, pick a book, any book, and you can go anywhere. And she's like, I don't believe you. And it's like, you're in a made up world, girlfriend. Who are you going to believe? This stranger that came with the world or not? So,
she just hopes that she dies.
yeah, I guess.
She doesn't want to. I mean, if you just try to kill yourself and you end up in this thing, you're not going to believe any of that shit. You're just going to want to be dead
That's true.
in
Well,
that moment
her first book, obviously, it's not going to end well, right? Because, like,
because it's the first book.
because it's the first book. I didn't know how many books she was going to get. I thought she got through a lot, personally. I think she got through over 7 or 8 books in her time in the
She did
library.
even more than that because
Yeah.
there were ones that they didn't go into detail on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, well, in the first one, she marries the ex-boyfriend who blames her for not reaching his potential. And shocking to no one, doesn't end well.
No, he's still a total douchebag.
Yeah, and still blames her. Like he has his dream of owning the bar,
Yeah.
but he's still not happy. And I think he like propositions her with a divorce or something in their night together. He's like, "You got to get over me cheating on you," or something. And it's just like, girlfriend, he is the worst. You were correct in your decision of breaking up with him.
Yeah.
And then I think she just like goes in the bathroom and is like, "I would like to go back to the library, please. This is terrible."
Yeah, that's basically what she just has to kind of start thinking like I don't want to be here anymore, or it makes her realize she has to realize what's not right and why she wouldn't want to stay in that life because the librarian tells her that you can stay in any of them if it feels like the right fit because if you stay long enough you will not be able to come back to the library and then that will be the life that you are in.
Yeah, and then you'll get all the like
Yeah.
memories because that's what.
Yeah, that happens in a later book that she picks up.
Yeah. And then the next one, the next life she goes to, she's like, "Oh yeah, Dan is the worst." And then Dan, I just really enjoyed that you find off the rip that Dan is the worst. And then in every life, he comes back up. Like no
Mm-hmm.
matter what book she picks, and in every single one of them, he's the fucking
Yeah, he
worst.
has something to do with every.
He's a constant problem in her life.
So, I mean, that's kind of how it works. All the people were everybody she knew was in every single life, and it's
Yeah,
not.
that's
They,
true.
none of them really changed that much to be.
Yeah. The next one, she goes to Australia to be with her best friend because her best friend wanted her to come with her, I think after college or something,
Yeah.
or after her and Dan broke up, and she didn't go. And she's like, I regret me and Izzy just aren't close anymore. I wish I would have gone. She seems so happy. So she goes, and it takes her like 3 days to realize that not only can she not figure out why nobody in her life currently knows who Izzy is, it's because Izzy died like 3 years ago and she just never left Australia. And she has like a very midlife, and she's just like, well, this is basically my other life that I hated just in Australia.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, I get that you're sad, but I feel like we could have tried it like slightly harder. But I feel like maybe that's also the point that she never really tries super hard in any
Mhm.
of her.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, she's kind of a lazy bitch.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I did enjoy that after that one when you're just like, hey, you could try harder. The next book she picks up, she's an Olympian.
Yeah, because that's when she goes. Every time she goes back to the library, she tells the librarian what she wants. So yeah, her life in Australia was so drab. She's like, "Well, give me something good. Give me
Yeah, where I'm
something where I'm
successful.
successful. I achieve my dreams and everything."
Hmm.
So that was the biggest dream that was it her dad had for her
Yeah, her dad
was
wanted her
for
to
her to
be.
be a swimmer.
Yeah. I did also like, and I know that this is like an author thing because it's like a made up world, but I did enjoy the part that they were like, some of these lives were more likely to happen than others. Like some of these strings are very close. Like you didn't have to make that many different decisions to get this life. And then she's like, well, this one here, were really grasping at straws. You had to make a lot of different decisions to get this one,
Yeah.
which I thought was interesting. But she basically is an Olympic swimmer, and her dad is still alive. Her dad that died when she was like in middle school stays alive if she chose to be an Olympic swimmer, and he ends up being also the worst. He cheated on their mom when she had cancer, I'm pretty sure. Married like a 20-year-old, and her mom had like a mental breakdown. And she's like, oh, but she doesn't know any of that. So she like asks all these questions like, who is this stranger? And why is this 20-year-old hanging around us? And he's like, we aren't talking about this. So I did think that that was kind of hard to figure out. Like, if you don't remember anything, how do you really pick a life that you want to be in?
Yeah, because this was the one where she like ends up calling him just to listen to him talk because she hadn't heard his voice in so long. And then they don't understand. They didn't understand like, oh, why are you crying? Type of shit.
Yeah.
Is this the? Was that the one where she had the motivational speech too that she had to
Yeah,
go
she
for?
did a
Right.
TED talk,
Yeah.
and she obviously didn't remember any of her experiences of being an Olympic athlete, which is what her TED talk was about. So I think she just like,
She wung it hard as fuck.
yeah, she just like spirals and talks about.
And didn't she leave like as she was on the stage, or did she walk off the stage and then went back to the library?
No, I think she's like mid speech
So
and
that's
just
what I
like in the
thought.
library, and she gets there, and she's like, oh
Yeah, because
god,
she was kind of like, well, she'll figure it out. It won't be that hard. She'll forget everything that was said and go right back into the speech as she wanted to do.
yeah, because she's got like a tight memorized speech. Like people that do TED talks, like they've got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also had a full presentation that she just had no idea what it was about either.
I don't know why nobody was like nobody gave her note cards, anything. I felt like her PR team was woefully unprepared. And I think that's when you find out, I think it's her Olympic life. You find out her brother is gay. Cuz like I don't think she knows that in her current life because her brother won't talk to her. And so like that's her brother is married to a man, I'm pretty sure in that life, and she's like, he seems so happy. Like maybe I should tell him and if he'll ever talk to me again.
Yeah.
Um, but there were things that I think she liked. Like she liked her relationship with her brother in that one.
Yeah. She
Like
seriously considered staying there.
if it weren't for the fact that she didn't know anything about being an Olympian, and like I feel like she felt that she had already peaked,
Yeah.
and was just like
But
riding
but
the
she
high.
also knew that eventually she would get all of those memories back.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
I think that was the first one that for a minute she considered staying because of the relationship she had with everybody else, even if the one with her dad was a little wonky at that point. But I think that's probably what pushed it away.
Yeah. Then she goes to the Arctic, which is like, I feel like every kid at some point in their life was like, I want to go live with polar bears or I want to be a marine biologist. And she was just like, well, let me see that life.
Yeah, that was her
That,
big dream because in every life she knows the things that she knows from her current life
yeah.
because she did a lot of research on random shit. So even when she's a rock star or an Olympian and she starts bringing up polar bears and the climate and frogs and shit,
Yeah.
people are like, "What the hell are you talking about? Like, why? When did you learn about this?" And she's like, "Oh, I did a thesis on it in college." And they're like, well, "No, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
You were in a pool,
Your
sort
whole
sort
life.
of thing, you know."
Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
The Arctic chapter for me was tough. I That was the one chapter that I was like, okay, like what is the point of us being here?
that
And
was
then
really like the best one.
you liked that one? That was your best one? That was your favorite?
Yeah, because that's where she runs into Normand or Hugo or whatever the fuck his name is.
No.
And they give her a shotgun and tell her to go stand out in the winter and just, hey, watch out for bears, shoot on sight.
Which is
It's
wild
like,
because
that's awesome as hell.
that's terrifying.
Cool
Because
as
then she
fuck.
does run into a bear, and she doesn't shoot him. She just
She
like
just gets eaten.
she does not get eaten. She somehow,
I think that they were like on their way back or something. They scared the bear away or some shit.
yeah, they end up scaring it away. But you meet Hugo, And Hugo is like popping in all these different lives and he can like see it in her eyes. She
Yeah,
doesn't know what the fuck is going
he
on.
is also like Nora is. I don't remember what the name is that they said, like a world walker or whatever the
Or a
fuck.
jumper. I think it was a jumper.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know.
But they don't tell you what's going on, but it's extremely obvious that old boy's just in a coma. So
Yeah.
he's just dying and being kept alive. So he's jumped thousands and thousands of times into every single life that he could possibly see, or a bunch of them.
And he stays there for like long periods of time because
Yeah, he
I would say she's only stayed in like these lives maybe like 1 or 2 days that
at
we
that
see.
point barely. Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah,
But he spends like months and weeks and
yeah. He spends up until the time where he thinks that it's going to keep him there, and then he goes
hmm
because he never stays at one place.
which like I feel like that would have been like that would also be an interesting story because she is facing the clock like she's running down time and like I don't remember what life it is but she comes back from one of her lives and like the library's freaking out and is like yell I don't know it's like the computers are yelling at the librarian and she's like it never does this I don't know what's going on and like you start to realize that like Nora's not doing good so I'd be interested to see like I know it'd be too long of a book with like it basically just be if you read all the side quests at once without the main quest. That would be Hugo's book, but I feel like that'd be like a little interesting novella.
Yeah,
Like to talk about all his
that's.
lives.
I liked when Hugo showed up. This was really the one that they were with him. She was with him the most. That was
She
really.
stays there like a week or two,
I
but
don't
that's
think it's that
mostly
long.
no. But I feel like she stays longer to try to talk to
She
him.
does, and then he leaves,
Yeah,
and as soon as he leaves, then she leaves as well.
yeah,
Because she realizes she has nobody to share anything with at that point. Because Hugo's the only one that she ever runs into that is also doing the same shit as she is.
yeah. Maybe I didn't like this chapter that much because it reminded me of that book. You never read this, nor would you. It's like, where did Bernadette go? And Bernadette just like basically up and left her life with her child and her husband and like went to the Arctic. And that was the whole book. And her daughter is like, my mom is not dead. She just ran away. And her dad is like, your mom is dead.
Okay.
And it's this whole book of them arguing with the little girl. And then you find her mom because she had to get her wisdom teeth pulled out in the Arctic or something. It was the weirdest book. And I think because that took place in the Arctic, it just like reminded me of that in this chapter. And I was like, okay, I don't want to listen to this anymore. And then after that, you do a Jurassic 180. So she's her and the baby make it. And
Yeah.
her brother's best friend, who was a douche in the first chapter, is there, obviously, because he's in the band.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he hates Nora. And she keeps asking where her brother is. But she calls him by name. She doesn't call him her brother. And they're like, oh, he's over here. Oh, he's over there. You'll find him later or something. And then she's like in an interview and they're like, so the death of your brother was really hard on you. Like, can you talk more
It's
about that?
because the PR person had the same name as her brother.
That's what it was.
So
Yeah.
she kept asking for George or whatever the fuck. And just
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, George is over there. And then when this random person would show up, she'd be like, who the fuck are you? You're not my brother.
Yeah.
Sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's after she found out he was dead.
Yeah. I was surprised that she stayed. Like, I feel like if I found out that me staying in this band that my brother wanted me to stay in and I like regretted so much was the reason that he died, I'd be like, cool, I'm done here. But I feel like she stays. And then you find out she's dating like the movie star she's obsessed with, and then he just ends up being a normal person. And then that's what makes her leave. She's like, ah, oh, won't be able to watch these movies anymore. How upsetting.
Yeah.
Just dips out. And then the last one, I really thought she was gonna stay. I thought that's how this book was gonna end. I thought she was gonna stay. When she like goes back, there's like a surgeon that comes into the music shop that she got fired from. Also, really enjoyed In Every Life she checked on the music shop, and in Every Life it was closed already.
Yeah, most of them. Yeah, it was boarded up.
Yeah, and when she got fired, the manager's reasoning was like, "Oh, your negative attitude just isn't making sales the way that it needs to." And every single time it's closed, she's like, "Guess I wasn't the problem."
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. I was like, "That's a little petty. I feel like you should have brought Team Main Life, and we wouldn't be in this situation." Uh, well, that's where she marries Ash. She's a mom, and she thinks she's gonna stay because Ash is great. Ash is wonderful. He like really, really loves her. It would be really hard, I feel like, to just drop into a life. And I think her daughter's like 8 or 9. I don't know. She's
Her
older.
daughter is older and she's having trouble talking to her daughter because she doesn't know how she would interact with this child based on the life that she was living in that book.
And she's not really a maternal person
No.
either. Mm-mm. So like she's having a really hard time with that. And I'm pretty sure like one of them is like, "Are you okay? Like are you good?" And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'm fine."
The daughter kept bringing it up, asking her what was wrong and why she was being weird.
Yeah. Cuz kids, they'll just say what they think.
Yeah.
No no filter.
Yeah, no, she knew.
But she just spends that entire life that she's with Ash like going back and checking on her old life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. And she enjoyed everything that went on in that one and she wanted to stay. She really told herself that she should stay,
Mhm.
but she ultimately left because of the fact that she had missed, even though she would remember later on, she had missed, you know, 7 or so years of this child and a
Mhm.
marriage and all of those things that she didn't feel like, it wasn't right. It wasn't her life.
Mhm. And then the whole like I know it's not like really the butterfly effect cuz you're not going back in like time. She's just like picking a different like timeline or something. But she does talk about how like the kid she gave piano lessons to without her doing the piano lessons, he like is a troubled kid and is like getting arrested and she's like this is so weird. This isn't the kid that I know and
Mhm.
it's like without music.
Yeah, she was his saving grace
Yeah,
in her
and
life.
then her neighbor who ends up spoiler alert saving her life doesn't remember her because she's not there to like help him work on his independence. So he moved in with his daughter. They sent him to a nursing home and he like got Alzheimer's and like didn't remember her at all. And I think she went to visit her librarian too. Like she looks up the librarian cuz she plans on staying in this life. She doesn't plan on going back. And I don't remember where the librarian was, but it wasn't a good situation. I don't fully remember. She might have been dead already or something. But that's when I realized that like she she was gonna go back. Like when she started checking in on all these other people, I'm like, I thought we were staying. I
Yeah.
thought we were staying. I thought we were happy. What are we doing? And then she just like keeps checking on people, and I'm like, stop. You don't need to know. Like, just be happy. But she goes back, and the library is burning.
Well, you forgot about the one where she goes back and is with just that plain ass dude. She's just hanging out with a guy, and they just
From like the music
yeah, they
store or
just like
something.
chill in the car, and then like
Oh, from the animal shelter. I forgot what
yeah,
that
and
was.
he's always
Yeah.
got the animals, and he just
Oh,
goes
he's
and
so sweet.
yeah, they've just got like cats and dogs running around his apartment, and then they just go and sit with the animals, and when
Yeah.
she wanders around, she sees Ash in that life, and it's like wondering like, oh, that's
Yeah, should
him,
have been with
and
him.
because I think that this one was before Ash, and that's
Yeah,
when
there were more than these. What is it, 6 that I talked
yeah,
about?
there were a
There
lot
were
of them
more.
because there's one big time jump where she's just it's like a full page of just writing. This is the book I went to. I went to this book. I went to this book. I went to this book. I
Yeah.
hated that page. It was so annoying to listen to. But at one point, she does run into Hugo again. They like share a glass of wine in like France or some shit.
Yeah. I
And
don't
it's
remember what that life was.
basically nothing because they
She
just
keeps popping in.
bring it up and then says, "Oh, I saw Hugo," and then we talked, and then he was gone, and then she left. It was just one of those pass throughs. But like as I told you after I finished reading it, I would have liked more Hugo or more her running into people who were doing the same shit as her and maybe giving her more pointers and different knowledge and how to's on what the fuck was going on versus her just jumping in and randomly doing a bunch of shit and then jumping out.
Yeah.
Like it
Well,
was,
I also wonder too in these like people write these in the hopes that like maybe this could happen to you or like maybe this is what the afterlife is cuz nobody actually knows what's going on there. I just think it's so interesting like who gets picked to do these quests? Like why? Like you would assume Hugo got picked because he can't help that he's in a coma. It's just something that happened. I think they say he got in like a car accident. I think they eventually do tell you that he like got in a car accident or something and he's in a coma. But like he is stuck in a hospital bed as a result of nothing of his own fault. Like it's just like life happened and he got the short straw. But like Nora actively chose this.
to kill herself, yes.
Yeah. So like
I think the main thing, like if you really think about it, they probably are doing this. They're sending them through their own personal whatever you want to call it because they still feel like they have something left. That's what it is. Like there's still something out there in the world, even though she did try to kill herself. There's still more for her, and that's why the greater beings of this story push her through all these things to show her that hey, you still have something
to
out
live
there.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did enjoy that by time she gets to this point, because Ash is the last story. I know that there were other stories that we didn't touch on,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
she like goes back and is like, you know what? In every single one of these lives, I actually just kind of wanted to go back to the life that I originally wanted to leave. So like, can I go back there? And the librarian's like, yeah, you got 2 minutes before you die. Go for it. And then she like goes to said neighbor and is like, I took a bunch of pills. And then she passes out and he like calls 911 for her. And I don't remember, is her brother there when she wakes up? Do you remember?
Yeah, with his boyfriend or something. I think so. Yeah, I think. Yeah, the same guy is there. He ends up with the same dude in every life.
I know. I
So
loved
yeah,
that. That was such a sweet detail
yeah.
that I'm like, you know what?
If
Maybe
we had
this
more
was
about every other character except for Nora, that would have been
better.
yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been nice. I think I think I gave this like a 3.
I liked
I
it.
wasn't overly impressed.
I would say I think I gave it like a 4.5 or a 5, only because as much as I didn't like Nora, like I really liked the concept and I gave it a 5 because it like really made me think like what are choices that I would have made. Like I spent days thinking about this, but I still think about this book sometimes.
Yeah.
Like just I mean, we talked about this the other night. I asked you in bed if you could go back to being 14 knowing everything you know now, or would you want $500,000?
Right
Because
now. Yeah.
yeah, because I personally would pick $500,000 right now, and you picked to go back to yourself at 14,
Mm-hmm.
knowing everything that you know now. Because all I could think about was like this book or The Christmas Carol, and I'm just, or like The Butterfly Effect, and I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't want to chance it. I like our life. I wouldn't want to risk. With my luck, I would go back, and then we wouldn't end up together. I'd freak you out or something. I'd come on way too strong.
That's the thing, though. I already know everything. That's what you're not comprehending about
Yeah.
my portion of this. I already know everything that I know. So
Yeah.
I know what is happening currently in my entire life.
Yeah.
So I can do all the extra bullshit that I need to do with my money
Yeah.
and make the life that I need to with the money. And then everything else I will make happen because I already know what's going to happen.
So you would like live through all of like those heartbreaks and stuff again?
If I had to, I guess. I don't know. It's whatever.
I don't think that I could. I don't think I could go through that again
If I
emotionally.
get to the same spot, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
Right? I already
Right,
know
but
what I know.
you don't think the decisions that you
If
would
I
make
already know what I know, I could just say no. Whoop, push that one out of the way and go the other direction because I know where I would end up anyway. If I know everything that's going to happen, I can avoid what I don't want.
but you don't think that in avoiding the things that you don't want wouldn't change the trajectory of your life?
Not if I already know what is supposed to happen.
No, not no. When I said you know everything that you know, I didn't mean like you know how everything is supposed to happen.
Well, then you need to say that.
Like you have all of the knowledge that you have now. Maybe is how I should have worded it. But there is
Maybe.
no guarantee that when you go back, when you make other decisions that are different from the ones you made the first time, there's no guarantee it's going to end up the same way.
Might.
But it might not. See, I think about this all the time. Not that anybody's ever given me the choice to go
I
back
don't.
in time. But
Don't think about it all the time.
I
Don't need to.
no.
$100,000 right now is nothing compared to the billions that I could make by the time I'm 16 years old.
I'd still take it. I wouldn't risk it. I can't risk it. Couldn't risk
Okay.
it.
We'd still get back to where we were. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
You don't think I'd come on too strong and scare you?
No. We'd still be probably not at this table. It'd probably be like gold plated or something. With like 14 griffins just
Real life group.
yeah, diamond plated real life griffins flying over top of us protecting our manor.
In a moat. Gotta have a moat.
Yeah, drawbridge and everything.
Yeah, we'd just be in a castle.
Yeah, and we'd still be doing the same thing for our 6 viewers.
Right, exactly.
Because everybody would fucking hate us because we'd be billionaires with a moat and a drawbridge and 14 gold diamond plated griffins.
Yeah. I think we would probably donate to things, but yeah.
Probably. It'd still be hated if you're a billionaire.
That's true.
But hey.
I don't think we'd be billionaires. I think we'd give enough away.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Never know.
I can assure you I would not be teaching.
We'd be 999 millionaires.
We can figure out something else to do. We'd be those people that would have like jobs that like nobody really knows what you're doing, but it's just like sounds really important.
How would we have jobs at all?
Because we need to make money still, right?
If I went back 17 years in the past
Yeah.
and had been funneling money into all the different stocks and everything like at that time till now.
Well, I guess you'd still have money in all those stocks too, wouldn't you? Yeah. So that would be making our money.
We wouldn't be extremely liquid, but we'd have a lot of money.
Yeah, that's fair.
We'd have all the bitcoins.
Yeah.
We would have, unless there was somebody else that was also a 14-year-old that was rivaling me for the fight for bitcoins.
Yeah. Robert.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But okay. 3 stars, maybe. I might even say 2.5 now. We've let it sit too long. 2.5.
I'd say 4.5 for me. I really liked this book. It made me think a lot, and I still remember it. So I do like the name Nora though, even as much as like I do think about her sometimes. I think she would be doing okay. I think this would be the turning point in her life. I think she's lived enough lives that she knows now what she doesn't want, what she does want, and I think her and Ash would probably have a baby. I hope she would name it Molly like she did in her other life, and they'd be happy together. So I'd still give it 4.5. I think I'd read another book by him too. This is the first time I've read a book by him.
Yeah, we'd have to check to see what else he has. I don't know.
Other books. I think I
Yeah, I don't think it was a debut. Well, it could have been a debut, but he's probably got more.
I think he's got
I
a
would
couple more.
assume. I don't know.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about? We've got like 2 minutes.
the new Taylor Swift docuseries came out, and I cried. I think I'm gonna sob on Tuesday.
Okay.
Every episode, I
I will
just
not.
hysterically cried. It's just so beautiful. And like her mom told the story of how her and Travis met, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. And she's just like sitting there. She's like, "Do you want to tell it? You want to tell it?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" She's like, "They're just so happy." So that's really my life right now. What about you?
Sorry.
No, they're happy tears. Like it's sad, but then everybody's
No,
so
no, I'm
happy.
just sorry that that's like what's
Oh, don't be
so
sorry.
important.
It makes me happy.
Okay.
What about you? What's new with you?
Not much. I don't have a docu-series to cry over.
Yeah, you
So
love
I'm sorry. Uh no. Sorcery Contested Realm just released a new set, so that's exciting. I have literally 0 people to play it with.
I know. I'm gonna learn for you. I'm
Yes.
gonna learn how to start.
I'm
Give me
sure
about
nobody
2
actually
weeks.
even knows what that is. It's like Magic the Gathering, but with chess. So it's awesome.
Yeah,
So that'll be
I'm
fun.
gonna learn so
And all
much
the
about
cards
it.
are really cool because it's all hand drawn art and they're all full art cards. And then if you get one that's holographic, the back of the card is just the full piece, not holographic. So that's really cool. So it's really, yeah. And all the drawings, it's all hand drawn art, hand painted, not even like drawn, because they post on their Instagram all the time the process of the people physically painting them. And it's so fucking cool because all the art is just beautiful. That was the main reason that the guy at the LGS sold it to me,
Because it's just
because it was
breathtaking.
so cool to look at, and then like it was such a wild concept of how to play it. So I gotta convince people to play it now, because nobody plays it at the LGS either anymore, because that all just fell through. I'm sure there are guys that would still play it that have their collection. Too many days. I don't have time for another day.
That's true. Well, I don't think people fully understand how hard it is to paint. As somebody
Oh yeah,
who's just currently trying to paint,
you haven't even looked. I'll show you some of the cards that are sitting right out there.
yeah, has tried to paint sketched pictures and like just to color match is crazy. Like
I can't draw more than a stick figure.
I think now having like tried to just do like my Emily Lexi studio paintings, like I mean I've always appreciated like museums. Like when I went to the Met, I just remember thinking like I can't believe somebody made this all those years
You should
ago.
try the Louvre sometime.
Yeah, let me get right on that. Let me
Some cool paintings and statues there.
I would love to go to the Louvre, babe.
I know.
I would love
I know
to.
you would.
I would I would
I know you.
do just about anything to go to Britain or France.
Okay. I say yeah.
No, I know the Louvre is in France, but like just Europe in general, I think I would do
Yeah.
just about anything. I personally think I would like to go to England first, but I mean it's what a 3-hour train ride to France or something like that.
I don't know. Didn't go to England. I'm sorry.
That's
Went to a
okay.
few other places.
Did you? Did
Yeah.
you? I had no idea. It's not like you bring it up every chance you get.
Don't let it bother you so much. Wouldn't bring it up.
I love you.
I love you more than you love me.
That is not true. It's not even remotely true
It's
at
close.
all. No, it is not close.
Maybe. And that's all for this
How much love I have to give. I give it all to you.
End the recording before anybody hears it. I win.
No. I will settle for a tie, but I will fight to the death for this.
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Do you want to wrap it up since you're going to lose this argument?
No. This has been episode 8 of TBR Together. Oh, before we close, I do want to suggest, instead, because I feel like sometimes when we're talking about one book, like for one episode, we do feel it feels like it's rushed. I think what we should start doing, either if we run out of books that we've read together, we should just start choosing a book and then do it like a book club where we actually read our TBR together. And so then, like, each week we would pick a book and then see how many chapters we read at that time and then talk about up to that point. I feel like that would be a little bit more fun. And then it wouldn't feel like it would rush us as much to try and talk about this 400-page book in a 15 to 20 minute span like we did. We'd be able to talk about it as we were reading it. That would be it'd be fun where we could get the wheel. Yeah. And then we could look at our bookshelf and see what we have that we actually both want to read. And so then
I feel like there are a lot of books on that bookshelf that we both want to read.
Then we could take the name very literally.
Yeah.
And read our TBR together.
I'm still hoping V.E. Schwab comes out with that next Vicious one.
Yeah, there's been talk, so it's going to stay a duology.
No, so many questions about that world.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that soon.
That was a fun one.
Yeah.
We could probably, there's graphic novels tied into that world. We have one of them.
We'll have to read.
But we'll have, because we don't even have Vengeful on the shelf. We just have Vicious.
Yeah.
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 That was a good one.
So,
okay.
I like that idea. That's a great idea. We should finish going over all the books we have read, though.
Yeah. Either do that or, that's what I was thinking. Either do that or just give up on it.
Well, we have a special guest next week, so we're not going to start it next week.
Yeah, I still got to figure out how the fuck we're going to do that. I'll probably just let Brooke sit here, and then I'll, move across the room to that computer and talk to you guys from across the hallway. That'll probably be the best bet.
We can?
Yeah. We will not have it, because I do not want to move this entire setup just to fit a chair back there. So I'll let you two.
You can just sit on my lap.
No.
Just sit right here.
I'll let you two sit here, and then I'll go across the way.
Yeah.
Because we can still be in the same room talking, and the camera's all going to look fine, because I can just move my camera over there. It'll be a little bit different, but it'll be okay. I can look like the producer.
And that's when TBR together.
And then I'm going to get replaced, and it's going to be TBR together with Megan and Brooke.
I like
This was episode 8 of TBR Together with Megan and Brooke.
No!
Thanks for listening. See you next week. I love you. And that was to my wife, not to you people.